Welcome back to the Rule Book, brought to you by Bowes Creek Country Club. Jamie has failed to get out of a large bunker on his first attempt. Rather than walk all the way up to where his ball landed and give it another try, he decides to first rake the bunker where he just hit. Has he breached the rules by raking a bunker while his ball still lies within it? In Decisions on the Rules of Golf, Decision 13-4/36 states in part an exception which permits smoothing, provided nothing is done to breach Rule 13-2 with respect to the player's next stroke. Since Jamie's ball is nowhere near his first shot, it's not a penalty. The PGA Tour's Mark Wilson came roaring out of the gates this season, winning twice early. This likable, low-key star hails from Wisconsin but now lives in suburban Elmhurst. Our Dave Lockhart recently caught up with him working on his game at Cog Hill.
All right, Mark, you got off to a tremendous start this year, winning 2 of your first 3 tournaments. Did that success catch you off guard at all?
Maybe a little bit, yeah, but no, I was at peace those weeks. I really just trusted my game and was not nearly as nervous as I had been in the past in many events. So it caught me a little off guard, but I welcomed the challenge. I was excited to be there at the top of the FedEx Cup for a long time, and I want to get back to it. So I'm looking forward to the majors this summer and just playing some good golf. The lower I want to hit the shot, I would say the less wrist cock there's going to be. So if I'm going to hit this one with a blue pin nice and low, then I'm not going to have near as much wrist cock going back. Then if you want to hit one really high, it seems like there's more to it.
Well, how tough is it to compete out there with these guys that are bombing the ball? I mean, you're not a big guy, but you're very accurate off the tee, and then you got these guys, Bubba Watson and Dustin Johnson, that are hitting at 300 every time. How do you keep it together mentally and compete with these guys?
I'm mature enough now at 36 where I just kind of stand in awe. I mean, I played with Bubba a few weeks ago at the Players Championship, and that was so fun to watch him carve the ball and hit it 50 yards by me sometimes. And I just stand in awe. I think it's great. Until they figure out how to hit 400-yard drives as accurately as a pitching wedge, I'm still going to have a job. I can beat him with my short game, and you go around and shoot 68 every day, which is just a few under par. You're going to do just fine. And so I know how I can do that and what works best for me. And so I don't try to change my game. I think I just try to play my game the best I can. I don't think that amateur golfers give themselves enough credit when they get out there. I think they've got way too long of a checklist of thoughts. There's a place to work on your game, and usually it's on the range before you go. And that would be my advice, to go out there and just play the game and enjoy trying to hit at a target. Guys pick up a football in the backyard. They don't think about what they should do in their mechanics. They just throw it to their buddy.
You're about the same size as Ben Hogan was, and I know he's one of your idols, and I'm sure you've read a lot about him as well. And what are some of the things that you've grasped from his life that you've taken into your life?
I think it was that work ethic, finding it in the dirt, finding your game in the dirt. I work with many different teachers over my career, and right now, working with Kevin Weeks a little bit and Jim Suddy, but at the same time, I'm the one who has to find it. I mean, they can only give me a few hours here or there. Ultimately, I'm the one who has to find what that translate their words and their feels into my own feel, and I think I learned that from him. He figured it out on his own, and just hit thousands of balls to figure it out, and he was different than all the rest of the guys. It seemed like he practiced more than the other players in that era, and so that just being a little different, there's nothing wrong with that. If it works for you, you should go with it. It's so many, it's millions of balls, Yeah. So there's 3 different ways to play that shot. Oh, I guess the last one was the best. Did you get that one?
Mark Wilson has to be the nicest tour player we've ever met, and he and his wife are involved in a charitable organization called Blessings in a Backpack. It helps feed underprivileged kids. Up next, it's lesson time with Carl Rabito, and we'll take a look at the newest clubs from Wilson. Stay with us.
Bowes Creek Country Club has set the standard for public courses with a private club feel. This exquisite 18-hole championship layout offers the exclusive Member for a Day concept. Pay just one fee and you get unlimited golf with a cart and full use of the bent grass practice facility. Plus there's Porter's Pub, a casual English-style restaurant and bar that will complete your day the way you want to play. It's all here at beautiful Bowes Creek Country Club in Elgin, Illinois.
The Lesson Tee is brought to you by the Bolingbrook Golf Club.
Today we're going to talk about something fun, the release, how you're going to pick up more distance. Every time I talk about release or ask somebody about releasing the club, usually they think it's the rotation of the club face. That is not releasing the club. If you cast a fishing pole, when the pole and your arm go in a straight line, you've released the rope. That is releasing the club. So releasing the club is quite simple. It's just like casting. It literally is casting. So you're back here, you have to release the club. You have to cast it. Casting has gotten a bad name because typically people would throw it out, they would simply cast it the wrong place. One of the things that's very mysterious, a lot of people are of the opinion that your body creates all of the speed in the golf swing. If you just put the club between your legs and tried to swing like this, you can see how slow or how little speed your body can generate. 76% of the speed in a golf swing come from your wrist hinging and unhinging. 11% from your elbow. So 87% of the speed in a golf swing comes from your wrist and elbow hinging and unhinging. We must cast the club. So as you start down, simply decide where you want to cast it. You could cast the club upside down so it goes this way. You could cast a shaft so it's in a straight line, or you could cast it on this type of angle. Every golf club is designed with the grip in front of the club head, so it probably make more sense to cast it or release it on the angle it's intended. If you allow your wrist to undo, I promise you, you will hit the ball much, much further.
Feel free to stop by Carl's Teaching Academy at the Bolingbrook Golf Club. Chicago-based Wilson Golf is a major player in the sport. Wilson's clubs have won more majors than any other, and the company's got some new clubs and innovations for 2011.
The Business of Golf is brought to you by MB Financial Bank.
Wilson is excited to announce and introduce the new Di-11 at the show. The Di-11 is the longest and straightest iron Wilson Golf has ever produced. The Di-11 will be available in a couple different options. It'll feature one, our new patented half and half technology. Half and half is steel at the tip, graphite under the hands. What this does, it gives you the best of both worlds. It gives you the feel and consistency of a steel shafted irons, but it gives you the weight and the forgiveness as far as vibration dampening of graphite. This also comes in our patented Y-tip technology, which is a great product for people who have trouble hitting it consistently in the center. The Y-tip is a more stable, it's a 450 tip diameter, and what that does, it keeps the balls flight very straight and long on off-center hits. Also this year, new at the show for Wilson staff is the new Dxi Driver. This is a driver designed and worked on with Padraig Harrington. Some great features in this product is, first of all, this system has a weight pad system. Clearly, as you can see, this is Padraig's model in the 8.0 degree loft. There are no weight pads. That's because the center of gravity is built up close to the face to give you a very low spin off the drive. As we move into lofted products, into the 10, 5, and 12, we actually move weight pads back into the corners here to pull the weight low and deep to help with ball flight and help the average player get the proper trajectory. And the other thing is it's got a 5-zone face technology, a brand new 5-zone face to give us maximum distance on off-center hits. So what that new face technology does is basically takes the sweet spot and widens it in the off-center hit direction.
Very cool technology there. And Wilson's playing staff is pretty strong too, with Padraig Harrington, Ricky Barnes, and Kevin Streelman. That's it for this edition of Chicago District Golfer TV. I'm Jill Carlson. Thanks so much for watching. Now get out here and tee it up before it rains again.
Chicago was built on people like you and businesses like yours. Responsiveness, experience, stability. MB Financial Bank, celebrating 100 years. MB makes it our business to understand yours, providing financial solutions to Chicagoland's middle market companies. MB Red Checking, the personal account that pays you 4% APY. And Wealth Management, expertise in trust services, investment management, and private banking. With locations all over Chicagoland, MB Financial Bank. MB means business, and that's good for your business.